punks so quick to pick up a gun. You're scared to take an ass whipping.
It looks like you lost another.
This is what makes you a man. When I was growing up, this was all the protection we needed. You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day.
Talk heavy. It's about time to address the issue. The streets are littered with blood of innocent victims. You need to rethink things and do something different. Envision something other than talking pistols. It's about time to address the issue. The streets are littered with blood of innocent victims. You need to rethink things and do something different. Envision something other than talking pistols. Talk heavy's a metaphor. The concept's a little difficult, but the IP is spoken for. I got visions of unity with each part of the city come together as one community. I can feel it in my soul with each breath that I breathe. It speaks another episode. Yeah, nigga, I wanna fight, but if I can't kill the nigga that killed my son, I'ma kill this mic. Now let me express myself, cause what you took from me, nigga, is a love that you never felt. You gotta give honor to God, cause the other me was just too disrespectful to describe. The pain I feel is deep, but life's too short to be living with that negative energy. So you got to forgive, cause pieces of him had to die in order for us to live. It's about time to address the issue. The streets are littered with blood of innocent victims. You need to rethink things and do something different. Envision something other than talking pistols. It's about time to address the issue. The streets are littered with blood of innocent victims. You need to rethink things and do something different. Envision something other than talking pistols. Pardon me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mr. Talk Heavy of hashtag Talk Heavy. It's a platform I designed to bridge the gap that exists between the generations in the effort to prevent the violence that's plaguing the inner cities. It's what's necessary. And to my younger generations, I tapped into your soul, and your trauma was revealed to me. So I see your plight, I see your anger, I feel your pain, and I believe we responsible for that. But forgiveness must be ensued. And to my peer group, to my generation, you can point the fingers all you want, but you just can't skip over one fact, and that is everything that they are, we made. Talk heavy.
Talk heavy. On. That's it. I'll tell you something. Life is what you make it. Life is definitely what you make it. But I'm gonna tell you, what's really matters is your intentions. No matter what you do, what really matters is your intentions. What are your intentions? What's the outcome? A lot of people ask, well, what's your end game? First of all, there's no game. So it's definitely no end to it. When you take on a mission, when you realize the reason for your existence, when you finally come to grips with why you went through what you went through, you gotta look deep into it, deep into its depths. Because we all go through life's idiosyncrasies, but what does it really mean? Let me define it for you. Your mission, you have to meet your purpose. Excuse me. Your mission has to be your purpose. If your mission ain't your purpose, then if all that you're after is reward, then that's a shallow thing. Because we all have something to contribute to society, to our environment, to our community, to our people. We all have something to contribute. But when your experience from in the past, 20, 30, 40 years ago, your experiences back then is relevant today. And by you going through those experiences and understanding what those experiences were, what was accomplished, what was taken away, once you understand the essence of that, then you become focused. When you become focused, that mission becomes your purpose. And your purpose is something that you can't get away from. Your purpose is something that was embedded in you, something that life don't exist without that. You. I mean, we all have purpose. 95% of us have to realize what it is. Once we realize what our purpose is, man, life opens up for you, but you got to follow through. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow through. You got to continue on. Life tragedies are your experiences. Those tragedies happen to you. Whatever it may be, it happened to you. It happened to your family, to your loved ones. This is what we all share. We share the same sentiments. Because I don't think there's a family in Philadelphia that's not grieving over violence. I don't think there's a family in Philadelphia who are not victims of violence in some type of form of fashion. That means that I'm living in a city that's in fear. I'm living in a city that's living in fear. Any given moment, it could be your last. So you gotta know how to navigate through all this sadness and insanity and madness. How you navigate through that is finding your purpose. Find that purpose and be obligated to it. Allow nothing to stop you. Then you're going to see life for what it is. You're going to receive the fulfillment that you've been yearning for. You're going to acquire the understanding that you've been desiring all your life. Only if you live through your purpose. We have an adaptable way of living through tragedy and trying to heal from it. Healing is the most important thing because those tragedies left scars on us. Those scars exist for a lifetime. So you gotta learn how to live with that. You gotta learn how to turn that tragedy into triumph. You gotta learn how to mold and shape your reality. Because that's all that matters is your reality. Bringing it to life. Formulating it. Constructing it. With intensity. It's no greater satisfaction once you complete it. No greater satisfaction. So every step that I take it with purpose in mind. What is it that I'm doing that's going to get me closer to that purpose? That's how I live my life. Let me tell you something. I don't know if how I've been feeling, how I went through what I went through. I don't know how that would affect me if I would have been home to raise myself. If I would have been home to take care of me. I don't know how that would affect me. If I would have shared life with him for his 30 years, I don't know how that would affect me. But see, I was gone for 18 years. So I take a lot of that responsibility because I wasn't there. See, we don't know, but our lives is dealing with motion, dealing with waves, ripples. I don't know what would have been the outcome if I'd have been home, if I'd have been here, if I'd have been raising my mind. I don't know what would have been the outcome. Would he still been alive? Would he still live until my age or older? I don't know. Because that wasn't my life. My life was, it was 1 and 2 and 3, I went to the penitentiary, and I didn't come home until they was 18 and 19. That's my life. That's my life. So I owe a hell of a lot. And I'm taking on that responsibility. And I believe in my heart that I owe. This is why I go so hard at what I do. Because I'm not doing it for me. You dig? I'm not doing it for me. I need to extend his legacy so that he can live forever. You know, we all have our ups and downs. We all go through things, man. But we live in waves, so we deal with patterns in the waves. And everything that they came up with scientifically, it's through patterns. Our life is with patterns. Our flesh, our bone, everything. It's emotion. It's not standing still, it's emotion. So we be going to get the ripple. We be going against the ripple because we don't know no other way. It's been crafted into our DNA. So in order to get out there, we got to change our whole mentality, our whole way of thinking. We understand that keep continuously going against the ripple, you're going to crash. So you got to move with the ripple. You got to move with the motion. Everything always goes in a cycle. So if you ride that cycle, if you do it in a way that's pleasing to yourself, most important, so it can be pleasing to the Creator, you're going to achieve everything that you get. This is why I don't complain about lack of support. I don't complain about what other people do. I'm not in it for that. I'm not in it to grandize, to show. My vision will be fully true. My dreams will be materialized. Trust and believe that. I'm going to talk to the market about the real blessing. What you going through? A lot of times when you go through things, tragedy hits, it paralyzes. And that's what it did to me. It paralyzed me. I wasn't able to move right. I wasn't able to think right. I wasn't able to act on the things I was supposed to. So I understood that that was a time that I had to learn from. So learn from the tragedy. Use it to fuel. See, I look at it like if I was home, then we wouldn't probably been in Philadelphia for that to happen to me. That's how I look at it. So, because I couldn't save him, I got 10 grandkids, 3 other kids that I'm trying to save. That's my reason. What's yours? Talk heavy. Remember, love life, live to the fullest. This is Talk Heavy.